Hey, it's Lee Henkin here today from the Prospecting, and today I want to talk about cold email, of course, but specifically one of the key things to keep in mind if you actually want to get results from cold email, or one of the key things that makes cold email work, right? The key things you have to have is being super specific, okay? So there's a few kind of core elements you got to piece together when it comes to your cold emails. So you've got like your ideal client profile and your list building, you got the overall messaging itself, you got your offer, and you got like your call to action, okay? So in terms of those elements, you really want to make sure that you're specific and clear with them, okay? If you're kind of like vague and generic with these things, what you're going to find is that you're just not going to get the results you want from cold email, okay? Because the reality is a lot of people get cold emails. I mean, I'm sometimes on the receiving end of them myself, and the reality is a lot of them just lack kind of specificity, okay? So just to give you some kind of short examples, like this is when it comes to like your list building and your ideal client profile, like you've got to be super specific and clear on exactly who it is you're targeting, and not just like, and this goes beyond just like a niche plus geographic location and then just getting like a massive list. Like you want to know who's the decision makers you got to reach out to, what industry are in, what's their annual revenues, you know, do they have certain number of employees you want to take? They have certain maybe departments and things like that. Like you really got to be, or technologies are they using? Like you really got to be super specific on who you're targeting, and not just approach it kind of broadly and generically when you build your list. Okay, the more specific you are in terms of exactly who you want to target, the more likely you're going to build a better list. Okay, so it's like being really specific with it. The messaging itself, like the messaging itself that you create, the cold email outreach messaging, it needs to have kind of some personal element to it and feel like it's for that specific type of prospect, okay? And so the way you do that is by specifically being specific in terms of like communicating to them kind of the challenges and problems and things like that. They have like kind of what they want, okay? Like showing them that in your messaging that you like get that specific target prospect or group of prospects, that market, okay? That level of specificity needs to be present in the messaging, okay, in order to generate the interest and attention. And another area that's really important is being specific in terms of your offer, okay? So your offer really needs to be able to specifically, if you specifically show them what are the kind of results and the tangible benefits, the intangible benefits that they're going to get, okay, from your offer, being specific on that, like essentially being specific on giving them what it is they want in terms of the result, okay, knowing what they want and then telling them your offer can give it to them. So it's really important that you got to be specific and clear on these things, because what a lot of people do is they're just too generic and broad. And what happens is naturally you just don't get the response you want, okay? But when you get clear and specific in terms of who you're targeting and how you build your list, so it matches like exactly who you're targeting, the messaging itself, like the results the offer provides, okay, that's when you're going to start being able to actually generate interest and attention in what it is you offer, okay? So, yeah, that's a really key element of cold email I just wanted to quickly talk about, like being really specific and clear on those elements, okay, and really just tying it all together with your cold email messaging. I can guarantee you if you get really specific in terms of like who you're targeting and your list building, if you get really specific in terms of the messaging itself, so it's for that type of prospect, and then you get specific and clear in terms of like the results your offer provides and that it's like the results they want, I can guarantee you're going to start seeing better responses compared to just slapping any old kind of templated message or scripted message or anything like that together, okay? So that's pretty much it. Yeah, so just remember, I guess, be really specific and clear on those elements, and I can pretty much promise you're going to start seeing better responses or a better response rate to your emails, because your target prospects will feel like the message is for them because of how specific it is. So that's about it. Hopefully that helps you all. If you've got any questions, let me know in comments, or send me a DM if you'd like to know more about how I can help you with cold email outreach, lead gen, and appointment setting. Okay, thanks. See you next time.